So, oh, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm hanging out in the kitchen, doing some cooking, cooking some dinner, cooking some lasagna. And I thought I might just combine cooking some lasagna with having a bit of a chat about what it means to be the other mother. Or the non-bi mother, or the non-birthing parent, or whatever term you want to give to the person who doesn't physically give birth to the baby. And then this is going on and on. Anyway, ooh, let's just. So, when we first really properly, seriously started talking about a baby, our assumption was that Simona would carry one and I would carry one. That's what tons of lesbians do. That's what, I wouldn't say most lesbians, but that was what people we knew did, and that just seems to be generally what a lot of people do. And I think another thing as well is that generally, like sometimes in like the stereotypical lesbian relationship, there's like one femme and one butch, like that's kind of stereo. And so the femme one like carries the child and the butch one doesn't carry the child. And I think in our relationship, oh wow, this is gonna make me cry. In our relationship, I've always thought of myself as being the femme one and of Simona as being like the butch one, but the reality is that like neither of us are actually butch. That's really hurting my eyes. We're both like quite femme. I mean, Simona wears lots of like trousers and t-shirts, but she definitely, I wouldn't describe her as butch. I think that would be an inaccurate description. And I have really short hair, but in other ways I'm quite femme. Like I'm pretty frou-frou. And I wear mostly dresses. Anyway, this is getting really boring. Anyway, the point of that story was, what is the point of that story? The point of the story is that I thought that I would carry our first child and then she would carry one. And that was what we were kind of like working from. We were like thinking about donors and like how we'd go about that, and if we knew someone who would be a donor and blah 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 blah. And then I was just starting to think about it and like thinking about the kind of practicalities of it. Like it actually kind of, I started to think, oh, it actually makes sense like for her to carry first, because that would make it so much easier with money, because then like if she didn't work for a while that would be okay, because I earn enough that we can just live on my income. And I'd always just assumed that I wanted to carry. I think because, I don't know, that's just what I assumed. Hi, I'm just gonna put you down for a second and put the mints into the thing. Just hang on. So basically, as soon as I started thinking about Simona carrying instead of me the first time, I kind of just thought to myself, like, do I actually want to carry a child? Like, is that actually what I want? Is like being the biological mother of a child, is pregnancy and childbirth and breastfeeding and being the primary carer, is that what I want? It was quite simple to realise that no, that wasn't really what I wanted. I really, really wanted to be a mum, but I didn't really care about like all of that stuff. Actually, when I like really, really thought about it, I wasn't that keen on that whole business. I really wasn't. And so I sort of said to Simona, like, I'm not actually sure if I want to carry a child, and I don't think it would make me feel like more like a mother. So that was kind of that. And once that conversation was kind of done, then when we were thinking about the donor, that kind of opened up, well, what about my brother then? And so Simona actually brought it up and was like, what about your brother? Like, what if we asked your brother? And I was like, yes. I really, really wanted that and was really excited about it, but was really nerve-wracking. Like, it's such a big thing to ask of a person. But we did eventually ask, and they said yes. Like, him and his wife were like stoked and are stoked about the whole thing. That was it, really. That was kind of decision made. Like, once Jeremy was signed on as the donor, I was done with any idea of childbearing. And I really don't, I mean, I don't know, like people are, we don't know how you feel when you have the baby, and I don't know how I feel when we have the baby, but I've got a pretty good idea. And I think that I will love that child like a crazy lunatic, and I really hope that there's a chance that I might look like me. I think that would be really fun. But I'm going to be the child's mother because I'm the one who's going to be there when that baby's born. And I'm the one who's going to get up in the night, and I'm going to be the one who'll take it to get its shots, and I'll be the one who takes it to school on the first day, and like, I'll be there for everything. That's what will make me that child's mother. So that's how I feel about it. And I'm really, really like desperately excited. And I do sometimes have like some insecurities, but I think mostly that's just because I think I should. Like, I actually don't. I was talking to my shrink about this the other day, and she was kind of like, you actually have good thoughts about this. Like, you're positive about it, you feel good about it in your own mind. And I was like, yeah, I do feel good about it in my own mind. I want to be a good mum. I want to give my child a wonderful life. I want all those good things. It's an interesting thing to think about being a mum without being a biological mum, without being the primary caregiver, and all of those things that being a mum entails won't entail for me. There we go, there's the lasagna on. I'll just take us in here. Hang on. God, this is such a rambly bullshit. I don't think I'm even going to use this. What did I want to say? Mostly I'm just really excited to be a mum, and I just really don't care what other people think. And I don't care that I'm not going to be like your stock standard mum, because I think I'm going to be a good mum, and I'm going to love my child, I'm going to love my family, and I'm going to do my absolute best to be a real mother. And I guess I'll keep you informed about how that turns out.